Hey guys, and welcome up to a very special live edition of Pod of War. I'm your host here, because we're joined this week by Massive Das Chris Bengelli.
Hello, everyone.
And of course, Mr. Game Pass himself, Craig Warren.
Hello.
So, boys, how's it going? We're approximately 15 minutes out from the Xbox Developer Direct.
Wait, Dave. That's the developer _ direct.
You're right. I'm
Let's
wrong.
get it right, yeah.
Let's get it right. Let's respect the game here.
Let's respect the branding.
Let's respect the branding. But yeah, I suppose the question is, Craigo, you're Mr. Game Pass, so what are you hoping to see?
Exactly what they said.
Surely not.
Yeah. As madness as that is, Dave, I'm expecting to see the 4 games they've told us that they're gonna see.
And for the viewers, what are those 4 games, Craigo?
It's the Elder Scrolls, which no one cares about.
Wow.
They've got a direct after this as well, though, so I don't know how much we actually see of Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's like they're showing a little bit here and then they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And then
So people like you, that don't care about Elder Scrolls, don't have to watch that 40-odd minutes or whatever it's going to be later.
I mean, they could have just taken their 10-minute chunk of it out, really, and just done their whole own thing. Couldn't that have been good?
Again, surely not.
And then we get some Minecraft, obviously, some Redfall, and some Forza. Hopefully, we get dates for the 3 actual games. I don't know if I have no idea what the Elder Scrolls thing is. I'm guessing it's an expansion. Maybe we're getting a date for the expansion. Who knows?
Have they done the Oblivion area yet?
I feel they have. I feel they've done most of the content you could have already done.
Send it to space. Let's get the Starfield content early.
Yeah.
Do we have, for fun, any predicted months for the 3 games?
Ooh.
So let's start Forza. Pengy, give me a month for Forza.
March.
Okay, Pengy's going soon. Dave, Forza?
June. Thinking June.
Dave's going late. It's hard. No, I'll go April.
Wow. You've probably done the Price is Right, done it in the middle. I just think we've seen more of Redfall, so Redfall's going to come first, and they're not going to be on top of each other. That's my entire reasoning. This is where they turn out. Yeah, Forza's out tomorrow.
I think they're going to be on top of each other, though, aren't they?
Yeah, maybe.
Everything's got to be on top of each other. I feel like to get those 3 games and Starfield out before the second half of the year, stuff's going to have to be close together.
I think you might be right.
Minecraft, Pengy, give me a date.
April.
Pengy's going April. I'm going to go. I feel like that would be the first one out. I'll go March for that.
I'm going to go May, I think.
May. And then Redfall kind of leaked already for May.
Yeah.
So I assume that'll be when it is. And then there's talk of the better beta access, isn't there? So
better.
And
obviously we got the Tango Works game that's leaked. We've got fucking GoldenEye in 2 days' time.
Which I'm gathering's not going to be here, and they've put up a post on Xbox Wire, and it's been Nintendo's posted
I
stuff.
think
and
Nintendo have the lead on it, so that's probably what's going to happen.
That's such an interesting one, because does anyone really care about that?
Now there's no multiplayer. No, there isn't.
They're going to play it for about 5 minutes, and that'll be that.
There is multiplayer. You just have to play it on the Switch.
Well, that's what I mean, though. So for Xbox, it's one of those games that if there was nothing else coming out, if there was nothing that just come out, the weekend I'd go, you know what, I'll stream it, get as many achievements as I can, and then you're done. You only got to play it once, right? But it's there's 2 Persona games and Monster Hunter Rise come out this week on Game Pass. It's well, that's already 5 billion hours of gameplay, right? But yeah, I could see the FPS bros jumping in and playing a cheeky
5 minutes.
Yeah, cheeky weekend, one cheeky 2-hour stream. It's not a long game. You can beat it in 4 hours, right?
Yeah, from that era, games weren't long, were they? So
Yeah, I don't. Is there anything you think we might see, Pengy? That's a secret add-on, secret
Mm.
last-minute stinger.
I could possibly see Forza Horizon DLC, but nothing else particularly. Really, I think it's mainly going to be like, this is the first half. This is because I remember Matt Booty did an interview and he's like, we want a game a month. So I think it's going to be like, here's our February game, or I think that might be like Ghostwire Tokyo and dropping to Game Pass. So we count that. Here's our March game. Here's our, and so until Starfield's like the last game in June or July, and then you have the E3, and then like here's the next 6 games of the year or whatever. So I think it's just going to be like, this is what you're getting this month, this is what you're getting next month, and so on.
That is almost wise thinking there from Chris Pengelly. Craig is. What a terrifying thought.
I know, it's surprisingly sensible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, if you were going to go mental, like absolutely mental, what do you think? What could be the craziest thing they could do?
Phil Spencer could come out riding a horse topless.
I mean, I meant in the realms of somewhat possibility.
I feel like that's more likely than they're gonna like announce a load of games here.
I could see
Yeah.
them doing a trailer for something. Like I could see a Marcus Phoenix collection, or even like a stinger for like the Gears of War show / movie.
Yeah, I just feel like they're gonna want to concentrate on the games that are coming
I just want to dream.
in the first half of the year, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they do have the 4 games, so it makes sense to focus on them as they'll be coming out fairly soon.
Yeah.
And then E3
could-
will be the second half of the year.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do that. Hopefully they continue this like 12-month thing. But like we have this developer direct now, then we have a Starfield one, then that leads into E3, and then they go, oh, so this is the next 12 months, and then a couple of months after E3 we have the developer direct for whatever is the second half of the year.
Yeah, they have something every in January or something.
Yeah.
Let's just believe them, and Hollow Knight Silksong is actually coming.
We will see. That's what we get. That and Skull and Bones, just to like, yeah, it's delayed.
You see Skull and Bones being all refunded on PSN?
No. Did you also see, Craigo, that Gollum's got a release window again?
September.
I saw that somewhere had like a release date of like February, but I'm guessing that's wrong.
Oh,
No,
God
September.
So it's been pushed back to September. Oh my, that game. Does it ever actually come out?
I think it does, but it like maybe does a bit like what Hogwarts and Midnight Suns has done. And it's like it's now out on Series X and PS5. Bring the last gen versions at some point and do that sort of thing.
It's also published by Nacon, who made that controller I got from True Achievements / the WRC games that I play. What a weird portfolio that is. But there we go. I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be mostly just the 4 games and then a couple little things that have already leaked, sadly. But it's unfortunate because it's one of those things. It's the first real big show of the year from any of them.
Yeah.
So it's there's a lot on their shoulders, which is kind of weird.
There is, but I feel like they've kind of managed expectations quite well. I feel they've been very clear as to what this is, which if they hadn't, and it is what it's probably going to be, then I feel like it would have been an absolute shit show afterwards.
Yeah, it's just tough because obviously they're going to get torn apart on Twitter anyway because everyone's a console warrior. So like they are damned if they don't, damned if they do. So I'm just hoping that whatever they show is just good. Like it's just good content. Like it's 40-odd. Is it 45 minutes, Pengy? I think they've said.
Something like that, yeah.
And it's like, let's give us 45 minutes and showcase these 4+ games that are like sick. Like the bits we've seen of all these games are all quite interesting. Like the little bits we've seen of Minecraft Legends. Forza looks really impressive, and I know certainly me and Craig are super excited for Redfall. So like, give us some dates, show us some stuff. Little sprinkling wouldn't be awful, but again, it's not needed. But yeah, I think that'd be cool. And I like you guys said, like they need to have a structure for this. Like this can't be we're gonna do this. We're not gonna tell you when the Starfield one is until the last possible second, and then we're not doing another one until November. You know, like it needs to. I think I think they all need to do one every quarter. Really, personally, just to keep people infused, especially Game Pass. Like, why don't they just do like a Game Pass Direct? Hey, here's the next 3 months of Game Pass games. Because you know as well as we do, Craig, like the amount of games they could just put in like a 20-minute show would be ridiculous, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's strange that they have just stuck to like by the sound of it, this is just gonna be their first party, and that they're not including their
Published stuff.
Game Pass like
But I was
things
even
that they've got going on.
I was even thinking stuff that they're publishing, but isn't obviously like, because obviously there's Game Pass stuff coming, like Cocoon, but that's Annapurna published, for instance. I was thinking like the Benedict Fox game, for instance. That's an Xbox published game in Game Pass. Like, you think that's the sort of thing you'd think would still be here?
I didn't realize they were publishing that.
It is,
Yeah, I'm
but then
pretty sure
it's
it's
one of
like-
those like because they do daily live streams. Sorry, I forgot how to speak English then. But they do a weekly indies like Idea
Yeah.
Xbox thing. So you would like to think there'd be an Idea Xbox showcase or an Idea Xbox Direct. If we're gonna
They've
steal
done that
Nintendo.
before, like put a proper notice on like one, and then you watch it, and it's like 7 hours long, and it's like the most boring thing in
Yeah,
the history.
that stuff's got to stop. Like they've got to have these short videos, and they can break out into like more in-depth sort of looks at things. But like I would personally, this is a really random one. Like we had SteamWorld Build announced, is it yesterday, a couple of days ago? I'd love that to be here, or like you know what I mean, like in a sizzle reel of Idea Xbox, which they always tend to do. But again, is that an E3 thing? Is that a thing in the spring? Like it's uncharted territory because they've never done this type of show before.
Yeah, this basically just sets the expectations for the next developer direct, doesn't it? And the one after that. Which I guess is probably a good idea to be not too ambitious, because if they like do reveal a load of stuff here now and then the next one they don't, then it's hard, isn't it?
It is. We just need some more Jedi Survivor footage though, Craig. That's what we really want. Maybe just shadow drop that on Game Pass. Maybe not make me have to pay for it. That'd be lovely.
EA knows that everyone's going to pay for that. That's got Star Wars in it.
Everyone loves a cheeky Star Wars. Apart from Pengy, obviously. Pengy likes Star Trek.
I like them both.
Wow. Right, with 60 seconds out, hopefully we can bloody full screen this bad boy. Or is it going to do the really loud YouTube Premiere shenanigans? I suspect that's what we're going to get.
What do we think opens? Hopefully they get the Elder Scrolls crap out of the way first.
just literally like, oh, this game that everyone loves. Yeah, can we just like bin that off straight away? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Solitaire. Microsoft needs to bring that shit back. Solitaire HD. Let's do it. Cheeky Pengle's Minesweeper. That's what he wants. That's what he needs. God. Right, the anticipation is killing us all. Let's just let me full screen it. Do you reckon? No. Why would we do that? Why would we do that, Microsoft? Why would we do that? Also, YouTube sucks, by the way, just to let you know.
I hope the premiere will begin shortly now.
Yeah, that's what we've got. That's what the viewers are seeing here. All two of us. One of them's me. The other one's my friend Luke, who's just putting incredibly weird stuff in the group chat. So.
Nice.
Big fan of that.
But obviously, so he works to Bristol City, and their women's team are getting absolutely battered. So he's got to do something to keep himself happy at this point.
Are the women's team more exciting than the men's team? Because Christ.
I think they're currently 5-0 down to Man City women, so the FA Cup.
It's the FA Cup, not League Cup.
Pengles, you probably know more than I will. I imagine it's the WSL Cup or something. I don't know. Tell you what, it's not. It's not the FA Trophy.
Oh, I've got another countdown now.
Yeah, 1 minute 50.
As
something.
predicted, it is ridiculously loud.
Yeah, mine's loud.
Mm.
How am I going to turn that down?
You're not the one that's having to manage audio, so you're okay.
Mm.
Alright. I've got a blank screen. That's a good sign.
No, it's the League Cup. I thought it was the Women's League Cup. Quarterfinals as well.
Thank you, Pengy.
Yeah.
Bristol City women, though, second in the league. Let's have a little look.
In the championship, yeah.
Mm.
That's what everyone came here to see.
London City.
That's
Yeah, that's...
that might be Brentford. Used to be called the London Bees, I think. Right, this is an absolutely bogged way I've got to do this, but we move. Look at this live OBS that the chat again. There we go. We're in. So last few seconds, Pengy, tell us who wins.
Who wins what?
I think the battle between heaven and hell at this point.
No one.
Pengy's a glass half full kind of guy.
Mm.
Right. We all obviously
20 seconds.
throw our 10 pence in when we see something that interests us, but we will try and keep quiet. And obviously this is going to get copyrighted struck the second I put it on YouTube, so because the first game is going to open with like Teenage Dirtbag or something. Right, we're live.
I'd
Oh,
like
and
to
see.
do a countdown.
Oh,
There is.
Are you joking? Countdown into another countdown. Wow, this is what it must feel like to
3 minutes late.
be literally cucked, you know? Literally cucked. Okay, well we've got another 40-second countdown, Pengy.
I'm glad they're sticking with the underscores, though, boys.
Starting
hoping
underscore
that's,
soon.
Yes. I'm hoping there's a lot of meetings about this, and
It's going to be the most memorable part of the show.
hopefully.
Right.
And what do you reckon we've got after this countdown?
If it's another countdown, I will personally.
For your Xbox.
I'll buy another Xbox. You got me.
Have you seen the Xbox cassette player?
No.
Yes, I have actually, Pingles. I presume you have one.
I do not have one.
Sometimes.
Why
Right,
would
Pengy, are you mature or 18 plus?
That was starting with Forza.
I thought this was
No.
Lidl. Yeah,
No, that's Elder Scrolls.
Obviously, we don't need live commentary, Pengy, because this is slightly behind, so we don't
Mm.
know word for word of that is a car, you know.
It goes brum.
Look at these developers. Bloody nerds, am I right? Tell you what, we're not going to see Fable.
Ever again.
Thank God.
It's dramatic music, boys.
God, the subtitles are in Arabic for some reason. Okay, can I get that in English, boys and girls? No. Okay.
Underscore in there.
How are we going to do an underscore count?
Oh, we've got Tango.
Yeah.
So I said all along they'd show more than the 4 that they.
Right.
Didn't well? There was a bit saying 5 games on there, so.
I'm Dennis Reese, executive producer of Minecraft Legends, and today we'd like to give you an insider's look at how we're building the PvP multiplayer experience for the game.
Oh, here you go, Pengy. PvP multiplayer.
Is a new action strategy game set in a lush, dynamic world. It introduces epic storytelling, and you can form alliances with new and familiar Minecraft mobs to stop the invading piglins. Minecraft Legends will let you play the story-driven campaign.
The most Icelandic / Scandinavian man you've ever seen in your life.
And it will also feature a PvP gameplay where 2 teams with up to
Complete
4
co-op though,
players each
Dave.
works to
Hell
destroy
yeah.
That's what we like to see.
teams. The game will support cross-platform play and online matchmaking.
Oh, online matchmaking,
In
great. Yeah?
order to create the best possible experience, we've partnered with Blackbird Interactive to develop the game. And it's been wonderful to see their commitment and focus on the Minecraft universe.
It's so much fun to be working
Who
with
are
Mojang
Blackbeard
Studios on
Interactive?
Minecraft Legends.
Here at Blackbird Interactive, we
One
have
of
a
those guys
talented
was
team
a
of
vegan
developers who are using
connoisseur,
our background
Gregor.
in strategy games to bring a new and exciting experience
guy.
to the Minecraft universe.
We're super excited to share more details about PvP gameplay.
There are some really cool features that make PvP unique.
First off, players share their army and resources with their team. This means that individual players aren't able to win on their own. They must cooperate to be successful.
Communication is really important, and you can sort of really tell the teams that gel together because they naturally form roles at the beginning of the game, and as soon as we start, you're off collecting, I start building. We have our favorite roles, but we change them up.
Also, the world in PvP is procedurally generated, just like it is in campaign. This means that each PvP session is different than the last.
Cheeky.
That it's different every time you play, depending on how the map is generated, where the valleys are, the mountains are, where the secrets are, you know, where the towers are.
In Minecraft Legends, the piglins are an ever-present threat, and this includes PvP.
The piglins are on their own side. They're trying to kill both of you at the same time.
So the opposing team is not the only thing you need to worry about.
Beware of the piglins.
In PvP, there's something for everyone. For players who like action,
What do I
they can
feel
go
like
attack the
Pengels wants to
piglins
be king
or
of the
lay siege to
piglins.
the enemy base.
Mm.
For players who enjoy exploration, they can search the world to find
It
resources.
kind of looks like
hidden treasure chests,
like the old
or
like
skeleton
Kessing
base.
games in the way that you're kind of
Oh, don't
Gathering resources to help the team out.
Controlling your,
tempt me with the thought of a
But
Kessing.
controlling your little unit there, and then you can attack on your own as well.
So I can tell you what game I'll be playing on my Steam Deck tonight, Craig, if you mention Kessin one more time.
For players who like building, you can spend your time building defenses and upgrading your base, because soon enough your enemy will attack, and you need to be ready.
I must admit, this does
So the
look
first thing
fun.
I do when we start is
I know
everyone runs
Pengels,
off.
it's a word we don't
I
like
open
to
the map,
mention
see
here on
where
Pod
the
of War,
enemy
but
base is.
No.
First thing I build
But it
is
does
what we
look
call
fun.
An upgrade tower, which allows you to build.
Plus we
upgrades
can
like
keep
places
our Halo Wars strategy going, Dave, and you can mess around, do all the building, and I'll just go kill shit.
you know,
Absolutely.
impenetrable bases.
Since the goal of PvP is to destroy the opposing team's base, defending your own base is really important. You have to start with a lot of walls, a lot of towers, and some gates.
Just make
After
the
that,
Attack
you
on
can just add
Titan
whatever you want,
island.
twist out it a bit. I like to add different layers of walls, so my opponents have to find their way through to my base, almost like a maze.
And then once those walls are up, I like to actually hide my ice traps behind them to catch enemies off guard.
When it comes time to finally take out the other team, my favorite strategy is to make a forward camp just outside the enemy base. Then I get the biggest.
I tell you who's going to be unbearable to play this with, and that is Damon Solmark. He's going to be unbearable to play this with, and we will do it, but you will be
The real
horrendous.
fun of PvP is creating a strategy, having a game plan, deciding how
He
you
can carry the boys, though,
crush the
surely.
enemy,
No, he'll
and
want
then
to
all of a
fight the
sudden
boys.
host tell
He'll
you-
be like, oh, 7 of you against me.
Yeah,
Okay.
3v1.
I can't do my attack now. I've got to.
He'll
like,
still
build an
win, that's the
anti-siege
sad
tower,
thing.
Which is an anti-air tower to stop the redstone launches. You just have to be constantly changing your tactics. And sometimes you like have no idea what they're doing, and then you certainly find out very quickly.
Resources, or do you want to go? I don't know. A while back, we had somebody on our dev team use a strategy where they built a bunch of what are called plank golems, which are archers. So they're very weak, but they do a high amount of damage. And he had 40 of them, and he just ran through our base, ran around our tower, and took out our entire tower with such a simple strategy.
And that's why we still love playing it every day, because
They just disclosed what the meta is. Is that what they've just done?
We've got this bug. We're calling it a feature.
Yeah. Just make this one unit and you'll win. I've got to say, the actual like zoomed in gameplay of this looks really cool.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a fun old time.
we're going to get a date. There you go.
April.
Who had April? Pengy?
Yeah, I did, because I said March for Forza and then this April.
Pengy with his Xbox inside knowledge. Play with Game Pass. Were they all going to get dates, do we think?
It looks like it.
Mm-hmm. But is that going to be April and this going to be May?
Is this going to be tonight?
No.
Oh, it looks. Oh, it looks like cars. I love cars.
I'm Chris Assange.
He's got an underscore in his name.
To Turn 10 Studios.
That's his official name.
The team is hard
His mum was really
They
adamant.
wanted to change their names.
Built from the ground up to take advantage of the Xbox Series consoles. This is the most technically advanced racing game ever made. Today, I'm joined by some of our amazing team members to show you.
Imagine being a poor dev, just trying to do your job. They're like, alright, you've got to be on this stream that like millions of people are going to watch.
Pretend you're having fun.
Yeah. I think I might phone in sick that day.
At launch, Forza Motorsport features over 500 cars.
Oh, hell yeah,
collect,
Craigo.
Race and customize with more than 800 unique upgrades. This includes over 100 new to motorsport cars, the most modern race cars we've ever featured on our roster. Racing is violent. It's a battle on the racetrack. The advancements in our physics
Already
are
more damage than
greater
there is in the
Forza
entire
Motorsport
Gran Turismo
5,
game, by the way.
6 and 7 combined. This makes our driving
But can you play this in
experience more fun
VR?
and rewarding in the way the car accelerates.
I wouldn't put it past the PC version.
Our materials and shaders are built from the ground up at higher resolutions and optimized.
I wanna drive that car.
cutting-edge ray tracing
That's not a car, that's a computer monitor.
Our paints are sourced using a spectrophotometer to capture multiple data points of light behavior on a surface. This yields a paint model.
Tell you
that
right
has
now,
a
this
much more
this probably isn't coming to
realistic light
Xbox One.
across color, metal flake, and gloss.
It probably won't run on my Steam Deck.
Damage and dirt buildup is unique to each car. It's now contextually aware and more localized. We simulate paint thickness, chipping, and directionality. Dirt accumulation.
Oh, me and Craig are going to lose so many hours, aren't we?
Pressure areas like recesses and alcoves. These
You see it coming.
innovations tell the story of the work you put into a race.
I
and
didn't think
reflects
either
the
of you were
marks and
too
battles
big
of
on
the
sim. I know you're a huge racing fan, Dave, but not that big on sim
To be
races.
honest with you, since the last one we played, which was 6 really, how many Horizons have come out? Like 3.
Yeah.
Which I've got more and more addicted to. I play the World Rally Sims like every year. It's just kind of, and I think it coming to Game Pass is such a big thing, because it's literally the first one that is.
Every car now has a variety of sound
Yeah.
They just do onboarding a little bit better than like Gran Turismo. So like the first 4 hours of the game will probably be fun to play with each other, and that will get you in. And then once you're in, it's like Monster Hunter, right? Once you're in, you're in.
realistic and detailed soundscape.
Especially if it's like a platform. God, look how pretty that is.
New features like our regional track announcer system and improved tire and suspension audio bring a new level of realism to the game. Hear Forza Motorsport like never before. Every tire squeal, every engine.
Now we just need some sort of drive club, Pingy. And then we're even more in.
Forza Motorsport launches with 20 environments, built from the ground up for this generation. You'll get to race on iconic fan favorites, as well as 5 all-new to motorsport locations, including our first in South Africa, Kyalami. We capture our environments to an incredible level of detail. When we reference a track, our team comes back with over 3 terabytes of highly detailed photogrammetry and laser scan data. Through the power of the Xbox Series consoles, we're able to use this data to draw up to 10 times more detail
Look at that
than previous
tree.
generations. You'll see lush trees, dense grass and overgrowth vegetation,
Cones.
animated track life, physically based lighting and volumetric fog effects, and a fully procedural cloud system that evolves organically. Tracks look alive, sound alive, and feel alive with
God, is
cutting-edge
that a Ford
visuals
Sierra?
and crowds, consisting
Oh,
of tens
Craigo.
of thousands of fully animated 3D spectators, so you're always immersed in the pure spectacle of racing.
If Pengels was
For the
born in the
first
80s,
time
he'd have had a
Forza
Sierra.
Motorsport, fully dynamic time of day with weather ensures a constantly evolving racing experience where no two laps ever look the same. Meanwhile, dynamic track temperatures, wet driving surfaces, and rubbering in ensure that no two laps ever play the same. I love the detail our talented team of artists have built into Kailami. Fast forward to night, and the vista is truly breathtaking. You can see the distant light glows of the city, a beautiful visual touch. Even the Kailami logo itself creates visual impact every time you see it, thanks to ray traced global illumination, which simulates how hundreds of thousands of light rays accumulate color as they bounce between surfaces. We're rendering all our environments in 4K at 60 FPS with real-time ray tracing on track to create true-to-life reflections on all smooth mirror and flat glass surfaces.
Which is quite impressive.
With the incredible detail and rendering features of our track environments, Forza Motorsport is truly a generational leap ahead with unmatched visual fidelity and
So yeah, 4K 60 with ray tracing.
Forza Motorsport is back, and it's our most comprehensive game ever, with over 500 cars and 20 environments, with more new race cars than ever before. You can experience all of this in our incredible new online racing mode and in our all-new car-building focused single-player career.
Hell yeah.
We cannot wait for you to get your hands on this incredible game.
Well, just 2023.
No, I knew it wouldn't be early.
But it's supposed to be in the first year.
Oh.
Yep, that's me. And you're probably wondering how I ended up here. Well, it's pretty standard. Check this out. Music player in my chest.
It's tonally different to what they've done before.
Right.
It's making everything sync up with the beat.
Why am I getting Sunset Overdrive vibes?
Because it looks like...
Sunset Overdrive.
Ooh, Krago.
Yeah, this looks better than I thought this was going to look.
What in the hell am I looking at?
The name's Chai, not Defect.
Is this the guy?
Do you know what this looks like?
No More Heroes now?
That's literally what I was about to say. This is like PG No More Heroes.
Just so you know, they're insane.
But rhythm based, I think, is it?
Maybe. Hi-Fi Rush. Okay, that is very much on my radar.
Yeah. You could be right about the rhythm thing, saying it's called Hi-Fi Rush.
I mean, weapons of guitar, so you,
I'm Shinji Mikami, studio head at TAM Game Works.
just imagine, by the way, Shinji Mikami making a...
Over the years.
I'm John Johannes, director
what a
of
man.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Chill out. It'll be fine. Our core.
まあね、このゲームを僕が作ってたら、もう全然違うゲームになったと思う。だけどこういうゲームがね、生まれて本当に良かったね。
So everyone thinks of us as putting out horror games like The Evil Within or spooky games like Ghostwire Tokyo, but this is clearly something totally different. And if this game hasn't already leaked, fingers crossed,
Too late.
we hope it's a pleasant surprise.
It's banner that they've put that in, by the way.
Let's have some fun.
You think this was probably filmed like a month ago?
新しいものが出て、未だにワクワクしてるよ。
でもチームもみんなそう思ってますよ。So we've been waiting for this for a long time.
Kind of tell that this
So
is
let's
their
jump in and
Japanese
explain
team, and
exactly
like
what
this
Hi-Fi
is
Rush
a type of game you would think would do quite well in Japan. Love the art style.
Hi-Fi Rush is a rhythm action game, so it's a bit of a twist on your
You're
traditional
right, Craigo.
action game. Here, your moves and attacks help create a living soundtrack. That means all your flashy moves, stylish and devastating combos add a layer to the music. The more you flow with the beat, the better you can connect your attacks and abilities.
Okay.
You are in total control during combat, but everything you do syncs up like an awesome music video. That's Hi-Fi Rush. You play as Chai, a wannabe rock star.
I really like his art style.
A weird corporate
Same.
experiment that lets him sense the rhythm of the entire world pulsing to the game soundtrack. As you can see, the beat moves the world around you and is the key to combat.
You looking for me?
Your attacks will automatically sync to land on the beat, making Hi-Fi Rush a super easy game to start playing. However, attacking on the beat leads to combos that end with a musical countdown we call a beat hit. Think a big cymbal crash at the end of a drum solo, like this. Landing beat hits unleash a combo finish that adds unique musical flair and high damage attacks.
And the crowd goes wild. Chai, chai, chai. Oh, anyone see the guy that did this?
How about we see it all in action?
Bring it on.
So yeah, this is like low key,
Never restrained by the music. You can jump,
incredibly
dodge,
high on
parry,
my
and attack
wanna
whenever
play
you
this
want,
now.
using whatever attacks you want. It's not about mashing.
Yeah, I was not expecting this to be like as ambitious as it is.
No. Hopefully this is something that's fairly soon, or like a demo or something, because I would be very interested to see if it's as fun for a whole game as it looks.
Progress isn't blocked by missing the beat.
You'd imagine it's got to be first half of the year if they're showing it here, right?
Staying in rhythm.
Otherwise they would have saved it free through.
When we say everything moves to the beat, we mean it. Enemy attacks, cutscenes.
It's kind of like an action game version of Black Metal Hellsinger game that's been
Yeah,
Game
which
Pass.
I kind of
Syncs
prefer,
the
to be
music,
honest with you.
creating an ongoing jam session of a game.
I don't play a lot of first-person
To help
games
out
anymore.
is 808, your robot cat companion who literally hovers over your shoulder.
You've got a
and helps you
robot
find
cat
that rhythm.
Navi. Oh hell yeah.
But we also have visual guides to help you even more.
Okay, that's cool.
We want you to be able to enjoy Hi-Fi Rush, whether you're
So the
rhythm pro
cat's
or
like
not.
the accessibility mode, which is also kind of sick.
Cool doing this.
Chai also gets by with a little help from his friends. Literally.
Get up, slacker. We've got work to do.
Chai will
That's
team up with
Pengles'
the mighty
waifu.
allies who expand his repertoire of moves both in and out of
Oh,
combat.
waifu.
There's Peppermint breaking barriers and juggling enemies, along with Macaroons.
I mean, they
smashing
literally
enemy
only have to
armor
say
and
one
stopping
more
back enemies.
phrase, Craig, for this to be my
Tag
game of the
teaming with
year.
Chai's partners and attacks opens up huge possibilities
They-
for dynamic
they just say
combos and
co-op.
over-the-top action.
Penguins can play as the cat.
Pengle's always been a big floaty cat.
Is handy,
Mm.
because when you're not fighting, you're going to be running around
Mr.
and
Fluffy.
wreaking havoc all over Vandellay's
Mhm.
corporate headquarters, where everything
This is almost a
is
little bit
taken down.
Zelda-y in places,
You and your
Pengy.
partners have a singular
Yeah.
goal in mind: taking down the bosses of Vandelay Technologies. Besides wanting to erase Chai for being a defect, it seems they've got something a little bit more sinister.
Yeah,
on
this
their
is the No More Heroes bit.
You'll fight through each department to take them all on, each level with their own musical spin on the rock genre. And then we have a showdown.
So let's get ready.
Oh, it's the Muscle Mummy.
Boss battles are climactic set pieces, varying from straight-up fights and musical minigames to chase sequences. Custom choreographed to licensed
Oh,
music.
licensed
That's pretty
music.
cool.
Also, this is goodbye. This being on YouTube, but
Hi-Fi Rush is like nothing you've made at Tango before. And we think it's like nothing you've ever played before either. It's a high-energy, feel-good rhythm action experience that's amazingly satisfying to play.
Whew. Pretty rock star move, Chai.
もしね、ハイファイラッシュでお客さんから怖いって言われたら、俺もう死んじゃうかも。まあ他にもびっくりさせることあると思うんだけど、例えば猫とか撫でれたりするの。
いや、それは当たり前でしょうね。いや、でももう一つのサプライズはありますよ。
まあこれはジョンのゲームだから。
This is where it's out like today.
So, not only were we super psyched for you to play this, we're happy to tell you that you can play Hi-Fi Rush tonight. Not a demo.
That's fucking cool.
Hell.
Seriously.
Yes.
That's fucking amazing.
A few hours after the show, and yes, it'll be on Game Pass as well.
Oh.
We hope you enjoy playing it. 合ってた。
I'm glad that bit didn't leak at least.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
You looking for me? Get him!
Mind if I join?
Does that mean I have to fight? I believe it does, sir.
The only annoying thing about that, Craig, is that it can now not go on our fantasy Craig.
We're going out with the trash.
But yeah, wow, fair play.
And welcome to Vandalay Campus.
Do you reckon this is going to review better or worse than Forsaken, Pengy?
Better. than Forsaken.
Series X and S and PC. Love that.
But saying that, Ghostwire Tokyo didn't review particularly well, but I do think that will review better than Forspoken.
I can tell you right now, it's probably the first game in a long time where probably all three of us are going to play.
Yeah, my Xbox is actually going to get turned off.
Right.
More than now TV.
Might have to put old Monster Hunter on hold for an evening, Craig.
Welcome to Hunt Valley, Maryland, and the headquarters of ZeniMax Online Studios. You just saw a cinematic teaser for The Elder Scrolls Online's next chapter. I'm pleased to reveal ESO Necrom, which will launch in June and is shaping up to be one of the best
So close
updates
to
the
being a
game.
Warhammer 40k expansion, Pengy.
If you watched
So
the teaser
close.
closely, you saw that Necrom will include one of the most requested features in ESO, a new playable class called the Arcanist. It's only our
Did you see that the Darktide
and we know you're gonna love it.
Xbox version's been delayed again?
Yeah, and they like apologised for it as well. Did you see that Football Manager's coming to PS5?
Never before seen in this
Right,
world.
like it's like the end of
course,
February.
The experience of exploring
Oh,
a new
nice.
area of Tamriel was the heart of every ESO chapter.
I'm not going to go for the platinum.
Necrom was
That
an
could
It's
be
an
an
easy,
easy.
it's a really easy
not
platinum.
seen in an Elder Scrolls
Really
game
easy
since
platinum, but
1994, where you will meet new characters and enemies, reunite with some old friends, and explore a story based around the return of a well-known Daedric prince you just might remember from the Dragonborn Skyrim DLC.
which I didn't
For
play.
those of you new to ESO, we release a new expansion called a chapter every year. Chapters are essentially standalone games in ESO that let you adventure in a new region of Tamriel.
So explain to us what
But you don't
expansions
have to
are.
wait for the Necrom chapter to jump in.
Yes.
We've got so many amazing experiences you can enjoy right now. If you love games like Skyrim and Oblivion, you'll feel right at home amongst the thousands of stories unfolding across every region in ESO. And as
The
anyone
opening
who's
to
played a
ESO,
classic Elder
really
Scrolls game
boring,
knows,
which has always been my
it's
problem
all
with it.
about those feelings when you're fully
Like the
immersed
first
in the
like
world.
10 hours of the game is tedious as all hell.
Remember that feeling when you first encountered a dragon? We've got an entire province that's overrun by dragons. Or questioned if you were capable of taking down a frost troll in Skyrim? Try it for yourself in ESO. What about the moment you visited a city in Morrowind that was built inside the shell of a giant crab?
Giant crab?
For the Oblivion fans,
A
out
giant
there,
enemy
how about
crab.
another chance at taking on the colossal Daedric prince, Mehrunes Dagon?
I remember his dagger.
Just like any single-player Elder Scrolls game, you can have a blast simply by following the main quest line. Or seek out lore and learn more about the world. Become a craftsman. Go fishing. Decorate and furnish your home. Customize your character. Play it like an action RPG. And when you're ready, you can easily engage in one of the best.
See Dave just turned his
open
Xbox on.
systems. Run dungeons.
I see you, Dave.
Or just join a guild to chat
What
with
do you
others.
mean?
The possibilities in this virtual world
Yeah,
are
he's
endless.
downloading Elder Scrolls
Players will
Online.
immediately feel
Obviously.
right at home because our
I'm just
community
curious
is one
how
of the
quickly
most,
that game's going
if
to go
not
on here,
the
because I've got a
most,
few hours free
welcoming
tonight.
on the
I'm just
planet.
saying.
We invite everyone who has not yet experienced ESO
We've already
to
had
give
one
it a try and
Microsoft
create
crash
your own
today, so-
stories in our shared world. There's no required subscription and thousands of hours of content to dig into, solo or with friends. Explore nearly
It's not
every
on there yet,
corner of
boys.
Tamriel with no level restrictions. It's magical being able to travel almost anywhere you please from the moment you enter the world. ESO is available on PC and Mac, in addition to previous and current-gen consoles, including a purpose-built next-gen version for the Xbox Series X and S with high-fidelity graphics and enhanced performance modes. An added bonus for Xbox players, it's on Game Pass. And starting today, for a limited time, we're making all past chapters available to explore for any player, so everyone can
A lot of
test drive
content
all of our
if you want to
adventures,
play Elder
including our
Scrolls.
take
Yeah.
on Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion, and much, much more. At ZOS, we have so many passionate and talented developers who continue to add to Elder Scrolls lore by producing handcrafted, epic adventures, and I'm immensely proud to be a part of it.
Nice.
Believe me, we have tons more to share.
Very smart
and
placement
I
of this,
can't
by the way,
wait
after
for the team to show it all
what?
to you.
Yeah.
3 really
Join us
high-paced
after this
trailers.
show for the 2023 ESO
That's the one that
Global
Pengels was
Reveal,
on about, which
where
we will
we'll
not be
go deep
covering
into
on this
all
live
things
stream.
that
So
line.
I do. If you won that, you
Thanks.
get your own
See you in Tamriel.
Elder Scrolls fun.
The June release date?
Yeah, June for the expansion. God, we got the big one, Pengy.
They're finishing like the big one, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, unless there's one more thing.
The one more thing must be a Starfield Direct date.
Nobody ever believes things can get this bad until it happens. Then, it's too late.
Still a better story than The Last of Us. I said it.
There are people who can fight back.
No.
Welcome to Redfall, Massachusetts, where the calm seas and sunny skies have been eclipsed by a legion of vampires. Redfall is a story-driven shooter at its heart, which can be played single-player or co-op with up to 4 players.
Very interested with this because it looks like Left 4 Dead, but they keep saying it's Far Cry. So I wonder where it lands in between those two slightly different shooters, you know?
At Arcane, we make games where the
I'm
world
thinking
itself
like
is as
Borderlands sort of thing.
Which would be sick, to be honest with you.
Redfall, we take an exciting step forward, building a lovingly detailed open world to deliver our largest setting ever. Every inch of our open world is carefully handcrafted and packed with environmental storytelling. Explore the streets of a quaint island town, from the once bustling downtown to the haunted forest to the decimated seaside boardwalk and gorgeously detailed landmarks. But it's not all danger all the time. There are safe places on the island where you can rest up, chat with survivors, and resupply. Here we're at the fire station, one of your home bases. This is one place you'll receive missions from survivors.
There's something I need you to do. The old lighthouse in the bay. It's been used for over a century to keep boats away from the coastline. If we turn it back on, it's a warning to anyone trying to come to Redfall right now. Easy, right? Well, the lighthouse keeper's a real asshole. Joined up with those cultists and took the damn lamp with him.
Go on, Bert.
Here's a vampire known as the Shroud. Shrouds blanket the area in darkness, disorienting their prey. They hurl lethal projectiles and can even shift through the floor to avoid damage.
Combat looks sick.
It really does. I think all 4 of the classes look particularly fun as well. I don't think there's anyone that's particularly better than the rest, you know? Don't like this though, far too spoopy.
That's what to say. Dave left to wait outside the house for everyone
Yeah,
else.
you'll be in my ear, Craigo, making sure I'm safe. Also, I wouldn't be moving this slowly. I'd be sprinting through every room.
You'll fund the collectibles.
I love a collectible.
Mm-hmm.
It's mean, isn't it?
Bugging out.
Haha, can't see me.
So one thing we won't be doing, Dave, is stealth.
Absolutely not.
The lighthouse is back up, but there's more waiting for you. Taking down vampires angers the vampire gods, who will summon the Rook to take you down.
Let's transition to what you'll find outside of the main story missions. There's so much waiting for you. Redfall is filled with encounters that can pop up anywhere, like this brewery that's fallen under cultist control. Save the locals from being offered to the vampires. Like our past games, you can approach a mission in many different ways. Always be ready to improvise. Remy uses her combat robot Bribon to help
Bribon,
distract
just
and eliminate
rolls off the
the
tongue.
cultists.
Le French.
We got him, Bribon.
That'll be Pengals with a vibrating robot, am I right?
No.
So what do you think about this one, Pengy? Is this one not on the Pengy radar?
I may give it a go, but I'm not overly excited about it.
Everyone's safe. Let's move on. Exploring Redfall will take you beyond the bounds of reality as you investigate otherworldly psychic spaces to unravel the vampire's secrets. Take this vampire nest. These deadly layers change each time you step inside. Jacob sends out his raven to tag the enemies below. Dev follows up with his teleporter, instantly closing the gap.
Nice.
To destroy a nest, you have to take out its heart, and all of the vampires willing to die to protect it.
Horrible way to die.
Stirring the life.
I woke them up. Just one bite. What just happened?
Now escape the nest before it comes crashing down.
It'll collapse any second.
Nests aren't the only psychic spaces. You'll find dangerous pockets all over the island. It's all vampire turf, so tread carefully.
I've got you.
Redfall won't truly be safe until the vampires are wiped from the map. Outside the main story, another one of your missions is to take back Redfall neighborhood by neighborhood. Find safe houses hidden all over the island, and then work your
The
way
open world shit.
Oh my Christ.
To reclaim this neighborhood, you'll have to defeat a powerful vampire called the Siphon. Whether you dive in solo or with friends, each hero can take on any situation. Each brings powerful, unique abilities to the fight, and the upgrades you choose change how they play. Here, Layla's lift ability can be upgraded to launch teammates for airborne attacks. Upgrade Layla's umbrella ability with Bullet Hail to absorb enemy bullets and release the energy back at them. There are many ways to customize your hero's ability tree to match your playstyle.
Nighty night. Let's get some light on the subject.
Let's hit on the arsenal. There's a wide range of weaponry, from military gear to new vampire-slaying inventions. From shotguns to sniper rifles.
Well, well.
And of course, there's also vampire stakes. Find these in
Nice.
the world to customize your weapons.
Ooh, a little bit of the bubbly.
When you reclaim significant sections of Redfall, the last step is to face the underboss who controls, or used to control, that neighborhood. Underbosses are powerful elites of the vampire gods, with their own unique abilities, like this one's shield. When you prove yourself against the underboss, you'll receive a key of sorts. A skull that gets you one step closer to facing the ultimate threat, the vampire gods.
Thank you for visiting Redfall.
And thank you for all the support you've shown Arcane throughout the years.
We sometimes
Alright,
joke
give us
that
a
our games
date.
can be tough to define. The one thing that's consistent?
We make the kinds of games we love to play.
And that's how Redfall was born. We blended everything we love here at Arcane Austin.
Immersive open worlds, unique and customizable heroes, RPG and FPS gameplay.
And of course, our signature storytelling and rich world building.
Along with our spin on one of the most classic monsters of all time.
Vampires.
It's been amazing to see how all of us have pulled together to deliver our vision for something new.
Redfall is the biggest, most ambitious game we have ever made.
Our teams dove head first into this new opportunity, and we can't wait for you to experience Redfall for yourself.
Thankfully, you won't have to wait too much longer.
Blake was
Redfall's
right.
coming on May 2nd.
Hell yeah.
Thank you again for joining us.
And we'll see you soon in Redfall.
Here we go.
Okay. Is your sizzle real?
Yeah. Gotta have one.
There we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hello. It's so much fun to be working with Mojang Studios on Minecraft Legends.
This is our best sounding Forza Motorsport ever.
Yeah, that was alright.
Thanks, and see you in Tamriel.
Let's do this.
Oh yeah.
That was a fun ass show.
It really was.
Yeah, I like that format.
I presume there's nothing else. Or are they gonna throw us a Starfield
Nah,
thing? We're just gonna
that's
hit
it.
that,
No,
boys?
that's it. That's your lot.
So yeah, I think overall that was a really strong show. It's leaving February and March pretty open for potential naughty things. But yeah, what do we think, boys? What do you think, Pengy?
Yeah, not bad. The only real one I'm like super excited about was actually the Hi-Fi Rush one out today. It's mainly because like Forza does look good, but I've never been a huge sim racing fan. But again, it's going to be on Game Pass, so I'll give it a sort of try. Sort of thing. I think Redfall again looked good, but with like the mainly going to be a co-op game, it's going to be like trying to find times, where we can all play and stuff with like that. So, and then the Minecraft and Elder Scrolls, not too fussed at all about either of them.
Krieger, what about you?
I think the highlight's got to be Hi-Fi Rush. That's awesome. They showed that, and it looks so good, and it's out today. I thought Minecraft looked good. I really like the look of that gameplay. Like, it really does remind me a little bit of like a Kessen, but with building and the sort of shenanigans going on. And I thought Redfall. I mean, it showed that it's like an open world game and not a Left 4 Dead, didn't it? So hopefully people actually pay attention to that now and don't keep calling it Left 4 Dead. And Forza, I guess, is a little bit disappointed in the date for Forza, but it still could well end up falling after Redfall and still be in the first 6 months. So hopefully it does.
Yeah, I think I agree with most of that. I mean, yes, we got Hi-Fi Rush is out now. Like, I think that's going to be. I think as well the fact that it's a shadow drop and it's a new IP and it's from an established team. I feel like a lot of people are going to play that this weekend now. So you'll probably get quite a bit of hype around that, and that takes us into February. I'm like, we're probably all three of us will probably play that this weekend now. So that's really fun. Like,
and then in February, I know it's not an Xbox published game, but you obviously do have Atomic Heart dropping day and day into Game Pass. So like last year, obviously Plague Tale was like one of the big day and date games in like November. So having Atomic Heart of like February games, and you can go well, you can kind of let February slide, and then March you get none of them were actually March, were they though?
No.
Yeah,
No,
there's still rumours that Starfield will be early, but we'll see. Yeah, and in terms of pure game passing stuff, like the fact that we've had Persona 3, Persona 4, Monster Hunter Rise, Hi-Fi Rush, GoldenEye, for January, just to start it off. Like you said, you got Atomic Heart next month, as well as many other games. Like, yeah, Minecraft Legends looks to me like that's going to be a day one game for me. Probably a day one co-op game with me and Craig, to be honest with you. Like, it looks like a fun time. Those games are always fun. Redfall.
Yeah, Dungeons was great.
Yeah, Dungeons was great. The main game's great. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm hopeful. Redfall looks fun, looks enjoyable. It's one of those. We'll see. Like, I'm hoping the gameplay loop is as good as it looks, because if it is as good as it looks, it could be an easy 20 to 40 hour game you just lose yourself to with your friends on like an evening. Yeah, same disappointed that Forza hasn't got a concrete date, but I could also see them doing a little bit of a beta with that as well. So we'll see, because it's a bit more of a platform. But the game looks fantastic, so I don't think it's that far away. Elder Scrolls, I don't really care, but if you do care, it's cool, and there's obviously get all the content for free for a bit. But yeah, I think it's a good start. Hoping that they don't wait too long to just say when the Starfield Direct is going to be, just so people don't keep asking it. Personally, I'm not that fussed in that they gave us enough content today, so I'm like, I could wait for another video.
And obviously, you did forget Age of Empires 2 coming to console on the 31st.
Yeah, and Age of Empires 4 isn't too far behind as well. But like there's so many games, Chris. Like I physically cannot remember every game that gets announced for Game Pass. To be honest with you,
I was looking if Hi-Fi Rush is out. To be honest, and I spotted.
Yeah, there's Hi-Fi Rush for us in the UK. I would imagine it's going to be a tomorrow game now. But the fact that again you're getting
they're mostly updates 6 o'clock or something American time, so I don't know what time that's for us.
And you can't really argue with a basically free Mikami game, can you? So really excited for that. And yeah, it's one of those things. I think when you're an Xbox player, this is the kind of stuff they've been doing anyway. It's just nice to see them do it with their own games as opposed to other people's games. Like there is constantly Game Pass stuff. Like this is not a new thing. But it's cool that their studios are starting to get some content out, and it could be a ridiculously good year for Xbox. To be honest with you, it could be a ridiculously good year for Xbox.
Yeah, it's crazy what they have just for like the first half of the year.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the latest game that they showed there was the DLC thing, which was June, right? Obviously, who knows with Forza, but like from what they actually dated, that was just June. And there's many other games they have announced that we haven't seen. Stuff like Contraband, which everyone forgets was announced, and you know, stuff to get delayed, stuff like Fable, stuff like Avowed. Yeah, I think we're going to have lots of games this year, so I'm very excited for the next show. Very excited. I'm very excited to be honest with you to play Hi-Fi Rush tomorrow. That's probably what I'm going to do most of tomorrow evening, and I wonder if that game is as fun as it looks, because it looks a lot of fun. But yeah, is there any closing thoughts before we end this rather long video?
No, I haven't got anything.
No, it was good. They've set the tone well for these developer directs, which is good.
Yes,
so it needed to have a strong start. If this is what they're going to do going forward, this needed to have a strong start, and they definitely have. So that's good. It gets you excited for the next one already, then, doesn't it?
Yes, definitely. And but yeah, so we'll almost certainly talk about Hi-Fi Rush on the next main episode of the podcast. But until then, we will see you next time.
Bye.